In terms of youth sports, my youngest son and my daughter would already be a couple of weeks into their AYSO season that doesn't exist right now. I'm wondering what you're seeing about the effect of youth sports and youth soccer right now as things, because of the success of you and your cohorts and successors on the U.S. women's national team, as well as hopefully what we're seeing out of Christian Pulisic and more, that we're you know what I'm saying, that we're seeing more attention being paid to soccer in the United States. I wonder what you're seeing the effect of COVID is on this.
Yeah, I understand that in every state there's different phases that have allowed some kids to go back to playing soccer and some haven't, right? My biggest concern right now isn't about kids around the country not getting better at soccer. My bigger concern is their mental health around not getting outside and being around their friends and getting active and getting their blood moving. I've talked to a lot of kids. I've done a lot of little book club things where, the kids haven't been able to hang out with their friends, and that's such a huge component to youth sports. Some kids are going stir crazy because they can't get outside and they can't run around and they can't feel that fatigue that comes only after a long week of training. That kind of stuff for me, the mental health component to it feels more worrisome for me. But I also know that kids are resilient; they'll bounce back real quick. And the longer and the better we can be as a collective to maintaining some sense of decency for each other, wearing masks and adhering to the rules of your state or your city governor or whatever it is, so that we can actually get through this together. Because unfortunately, being so divided right now, we do need to actually come together to solve this bigger problem of COVID. And it seems like that's becoming evident that's like the bigger problem than the actual disease itself. And I think it's like an experiment in human relations right now. If we could all just agree to do the same thing for long enough period of time to wait this out, people might be able to actually go play sports before the vaccine comes out, right? Like, who knows? And I'm obviously not a doctor, so take that with a grain of salt. I just believe that this is like the most interesting human experiment of all time, and we're failing, like miserably failing as a species.